Hi guys. So we have things to talk about. My camera is set up right now to where I hope that you can see the cards a little bit when I put them down. I am working on a new setup, but I don't have it set up today. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on currently with the royal family and the announcements that have been made about Harry and Meghan going to LA. If you've been following me for a while, these are just my notes. If you've been following me for a while, then you know that some of these things that are happening are things that we have talked about or predicted were going to happen. So I'm going to go over those really quickly and then do an energy reading. What I have written down here is on my reading about Harry's birthday, I said that they were feeling bound, Harry and Meghan, to the Queen and the monarchy, that the Queen was in charge of the timing of the announcements and things that they were maybe going to do. I scribbled it. Let's see. The legacy card in reverse. So we had 10 of Pentacles in reverse, which makes me feel like, or made me feel like, Meghan was not seeing herself in this for the long term, or possibly neither of them were seeing themselves in this for the long term. Let's see. I had a Six of Swords card clarified, let's see, by the Hermit. This is over the course of a couple, because I also have the Megxit video written down here. And it's a little bit jumbled because I was scribbling so hurriedly to get to tell you about it. But the Six of Swords was in reverse. And then we had the World in reverse. And I think that Meghan was saying, I'm not going. And now when I look back at it, I'm thinking she was saying I'm not going, or I'm not going to announce a going without Harry, or without Harry being involved. Because when I clarified it, I got the Hermit card. I also got that she was offered a payout and she turned it down. And then she was offered maybe a second payout and she may have accepted that one. But she doesn't want the world to see her in a bad light. She doesn't want to fall out of people's favor. So she says, okay, I'll do this thing. And I think it's partially what she wanted to do anyway. But Harry's got to be a part of it too. We've got to make it look like I'm not the monster or the bad guy. So I think that was the plan. And then, let's see, I said things. I said betrayal. Things are slowly coming out. They're getting their ducks in a row before they announce anything. That they were feeling defensive. They wanted to have the high ground. That the royal family was concerned about making it look like they had isolated Meghan or kicked her out, because that's what they did, or what it looked like they did to Diana before, and they didn't want to do that again. So it was all about strategy. I did say they were going to release things into the press. There'd be an announcement. And then I said that these two particular cards, the Two of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, were looking away. They are looking towards the future, towards another land, away from the castle, away from the monarchy, away from the United Kingdom. And I said in that video that she didn't want to leave. And I think that that's true. And I think that she's been convinced, or she's changed her mind, or the terms have been agreed upon. Now I do think everybody's involved. I think the royal family is involved. This is the smoothest way to sort of take care of this issue. And I do think that Harry's going to come back to the royal family once Meghan is reestablished. This is just one of her terms, I think. So we're going to do a reading and see what the cards say. And yes, I'm dressed up for Halloween, because why not? I know it's not Halloween yet, but it's kind of like Christmas. You know, it comes once a year. This is actually, if you are Witch or Wiccan, it's the Wiccan New Year. So why just have one day to celebrate it? I think I'm going to celebrate it all week. It's an excuse to eat candy and wear costumes. This little shirt is from Shine, that place that I told you I got my pillow cover from. And the skirt is from there as well. I'm telling you, they have the cutest stuff and it ships pretty quickly. So I'm going to get an energy first and then we'll do the cards. I know that this is still not easy to see. Just bear with me. I'm working on it, okay? I need an overall energy for the situation with the Sussexes, please. That one wanted to come out, and I'm going to get another one. Thanks. They're just handing them to me. So we have authority and Merkaba. Authority says that we are reminded that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. True authority, and the word true is in italics. Like, you might think that you're the authority, but it reminds me of that line that I've talked about before in Game of Thrones that says, any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king. Okay, and then Merkaba says, the frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to transverse into other layers of reality, merging all of our experiences into a present moment to serve our highest purpose. So And that the number of that is a 32, which is a 5, which speaks on change. And this one is a 10, which speaks on end of a cycle. So something's ending, something's changing. We're going to go with the Rider-Waite to start out. My trusty Rider-Waite deck. What exactly do I want to ask? Is Meghan being paid to go away, basically? Has she been bought out? Has she been paid off? Is Meghan being paid? Five of Wands in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse. We don't want the conflict or the fighting. We don't want the victim or martyr. We don't want any more lies or deception or moving out of that energy. 4 of Pentacles. That seems like a very clear yes, because this guy's the only guy that is in the upright, and he's holding on to his money. Money's very, very important to him. This is a card of greed, of holding on very tightly to the money. Not holding on to truth or integrity or emotions or love or relationships or people, but holding on to the money for sure. And here are the cards that came out. I'm so sorry that I don't have it set up yet, but I promise I will. So this is how they came out, okay? All the things that we want to get rid of and how we're going to get rid of them. Okay, and the next question that I'm going to ask, sorry, is what is the hoped for outcome, I guess. Intended outcome. What is the intended outcome of Meghan and Harry announcing they're going to LA? What is the intended effect or outcome? Emperor in reverse. Yeah. 9 of Wands. Page of Swords in reverse. Interesting. 8 of Pentacles. I will clarify these. So first we have the Emperor in the reverse, and then we have 9 of Wands. Emperor in reverse would tell me that this is wanting to take this person out of a position of control, take them out of off the throne, sort of. This is a card, it's got to do with father, masculine energy. It's a card of security, stability, okay? In the reverse, it is someone who possibly is weak in those areas of their life, or somebody who's trying to be controlling. This is somebody who wants a word in everything. Then we have the 9 of Wands, which is a takes a licking and keeps on ticking type of card. This is someone who is bruised and battered, but still standing at the end of the day. And I feel like this is about the family, okay? This is the firm. They've been standing for hundreds of years. They're not going to let this usurper come in and take over, okay? Then we have the Page of Swords, which lately in my Royals readings has been talking about media communications in particular, and it's in the reverse. So perhaps we want to quiet not just the criticism, but also all of the announcements and the royal sources say and friends of Meghan say, and we need to get back to work. 8 of Pentacles. This is attention to detail, honing your craft, but it's being concentrated, being focused on the thing that is your job to do. Okay, so they may feel like the intended outcome of this may be we're going to get back to work. Stiff upper lip and all of that, which I actually like about the British people. I know that was something that Meghan criticized, but I admire that. I actually have the Emperor card came out, and it's kind of sideways. Again, I wasn't even asking a question, but we'll put it there. I have a Keep Calm and Carry On poster in my house because I had a very spiritual moment with that whole thing a few years ago when I was grieving the loss of my grandfather, who was also a father figure to me. And I won't go into that here, but it's very, very special. And so I smile whenever I see that. I'm going to clarify the Page of Swords in reverse. And just see what that's about. Clarify this Page of Swords for me, please. Clarify the Page of Swords. The Empress. So, balance of masculine, feminine energy, balance of the energies, the emotions within the family. The Empress is the great mother, as opposed to the Emperor being the great father. This is someone who is nurturing and caring. This is the matriarch of a family. Can be someone who's got a bit of a wild side, Sometimes in my readings this comes up for the person in the family that's a little bit wilder, but not. In this case, I would think that this means wanting to present someone or two someone's in a good light, wanting to make it look like we are unified even though we are not, perhaps until we figure out what to do next. I'm going to clarify that again. Another clarifier for the Page of Swords in reverse, please. And this Empress energy, since I'm not totally understanding. Another clarifier, please. Thank you. 8 of Swords in the upright. So victim mentality, being afraid of things that possibly are not even things that you should be afraid of, sort of irrational fears. Mental, this is such mental, this is anxiety. Possibly, okay, so possibly this could talk about Harry talking about his mother and the effects that that's had on him. He may know more than we think he does about what happened with his mom, and the idea is to keep him from speaking about those things in the media. We don't want this in the press, okay? This pain over your mother and the things that maybe he's afraid of or that keep him up at night, that's not something they want revealed. That they prefer to keep that within the walls as a family, so they're acquiescing to the LA thing. And you know, I don't know if he threatened or what, because they do feel like the family themselves feel like, to me, that they think they have the upper hand at this point, but they want Harry to stop invoking Diana's name in the press, is what this feels like, or Meghan to stop invoking Diana's name in the press. So do I. I'd love for them to stop doing that. What do you guys think? All right, so the other question that I had was whether Harry will be back. So, will Harry return to the UK? How is he feeling about his marriage? I'm not really sure how to ask that, so whatever's the best way, please explain it to me in a clear manner. What's going on with Harry? Judgment. Second chances. Rebirth. Expansion. What else can you tell me, please, about Harry? Strength in reverse. Looking towards the future, possibly dropping Meghan off in LA, okay? Because we got Judgment card, which is about second chances. It's a rebirth. It's a renewal, okay? In a life like Harry's, it's a very big deal. It could represent a clean slate, starting over. I'll clarify that in just a minute. Then we have the Three of Wands, expansion, looking towards the future, seeing some of your ships beginning to come in. But because Meghan came out in reverse, I don't feel like it's with her. I feel like it's once this is over. I'll clarify that as well. Clarify the Judgment card for me, please, as it pertains to Harry. Clarify this Judgment card for me, please. What is he hoping for a second chance at? What is he looking at here? I had 2. So Knight of Wands in the World in reverse. He wants to repair his reputation. He wants to get back to his old self. This Knight of Wands is a passionate person. I also love that it's a redhead on a horse because he loves to play polo. I think there are things that he's missing about his life and he wants to get back to. He also really hates that the world doesn't like him. He's used to being liked. He's used to being sort of our favorite, right? Harry's like everybody's kid or kid brother. I think we all want good things for him or did in the past, and he misses that. Clarify this Strength in reverse, this Meghan Markle card in reverse. What can you tell me about this, please? Clarify this Strength in reverse for me, please. 4 of Wands, celebration. 8 of Swords. It just keeps coming up. So very much a victim mentality. So Meghan in the reverse comes up with the 4 of Wands to clarify. So like, woohoo, she's gone. Almost like Ding Dong, the witches out of here. But that's just what I heard right now. So if you don't like that, I apologize. I'm not trying to be ugly, but it feels like once she's gone, we can celebrate. There may be more stability in the home. I can look for my soulmate. This is also a soulmate twin flame card. I can get out from under this martyr, total narcissism, total victim. I just can't take it anymore. I'm going to pull one more for that. One more on this Meghan Markle stack, please. What else can you tell me about how Harry is feeling or looking at Meghan at this time. I just want to move out of this energy of, you know, this feels like I'm just done. I'm so over it. But it did come out on the reverse like this, which would mean moving out of this energy or being done with this energy. The cycle has ended. It's a betrayal card. It's just total, like, just when you think this person can't do any more to you, you find out something else. I'm just over it. I'm so done. I'm so over it. Which, if this is the case, if this is an accurate reading, then well done, Harry. Way to go. We are so happy for you. We're so behind you in this. At least I am. All right, I'm gonna switch decks and ask a couple more questions. And then we'll be done. I wonder what you guys want to know. I need to do a live so I can do this with you guys. Let me ask about Archie. How about that? Where is Archie at this time? Where is Archie at this time? Excuse me, I'm still fighting that cold, but almost done with it, I hope. Thank you. Where's Archie at this time? We have the Fool. Archie may just be an illusion, guys. High Priestess in reverse. Hidden knowledge. Intuition. Dark secrets even. The Devil in reverse. Devil in reverse would indicate he's no longer bound. No longer controlled by. Temperance is about balance and healing. So what's interesting is that I have celestial bodies talking about Archie mostly. I have the Fool as the first card that comes out. Okay, so hope, optimism, joy. He may be on a new path. He's starting his life wherever he's meant to be with whoever his parents are meant to be, and it won't be involved in the royal family, or this could be just I fooled you. Then we have the High Priestess in reverse and the Devil in reverse. These are interesting together because they are so much about the spiritual plane, intuition, addiction. This one is she's very spiritual. She's about your spiritual side. This one is very carnal. He's very about your physical, your pleasure side. And they're both in the reverse. And then we have Temperance, which is about balance and healing. So when I look at these all together, we may never know the full story about Archie, the full secret here. Rainbows and angels, you know, I don't know if the real Archie possibly passed away, because this happy guy is up in the clouds in the heavens. See the clouds and the birds there, and he's happy and he's enjoying himself. This Temperance card is an angel. The cups are above his or her head, so looks like a rainbow. And then just again, the presence of the angelic stuff there gives me pause. And then the presence of the spiritual and the physical being in the reverse. Perhaps he's not with us any longer. I don't mean the actor or whatever that baby was, but if there was an actual Archie, I feel like that's the message that's coming through, is that he may not be with us any longer. I don't really want to pull for that. I get a gross feeling in my stomach, so I don't want to pull for that anymore. I'm gonna leave it here for now, and if you guys will go ahead and comment and tell me what you want to know that I didn't ask, what other questions you have for me today. I'll try to get it done today or tomorrow morning and get it up for you. Just make sure the questions are respectful, not really, I don't want to get too far into dark things like we just started to do there, just because I don't like to take on those energies. So if you would please respect that for me. But anything else that you want to know about Meghan or Harry or the LA move, anything that I didn't ask that you want to know, go ahead and ask me so that I can ask Spirit. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. I hope you're having a great Halloween weekend. Weekend? No, it's Monday. Yeah, you guys. Great week. I'm gonna go. Yeah. Love you, bye.